Welcome to Prime Sports with me, Daniel Kranting, and the 2025 Joy Sports Invitational Tournament lit up the University of Ghana Stadium on Saturday as 51 corporate organizations came together for Ghana's biggest corporate sports festival. The event, graced by Chief of Staff Julius Debrah, was more than just a celebration of athletics. It was a showcase of unity, competition, and corporate pride. On the day, PWAC, Apex, and MPA stole the spotlight, while Goyle PLC crowned it by lifting the football trophy. There's more in this report.
The day began with a vibrant health walk led by the Chief of Staff, Julius Debrah.
He doesn't take too much
flanked by his family and hundreds of corporate athletes. The 5-kilometer walk set off from the stadium, winding through the University of Ghana campus before returning to the venue. What followed was an energy-sapping aerobic session. This event was about wellness, and then the ceremonial kickoff. Mr. Debrah got the games underway with host Multimedia Group facing Heritage Christian University. This year's edition, though, enjoyed the strong backing of partners, including the Minerals Commission, Royal Sweet Limited, Ayuda Hub, the Game Energy, Yomi Yogurt, The Luckiest, and Promo World. Their support helped turn Ghana's biggest corporate sports day into a spectacle. On the football field, Goy Oil Company Limited stole the show. Under the floodlights, they held their nerves to beat SIC Insurance Company 3-2 on penalties and lifted the cup.
You know, to begin with, when you have a game of this nature, you need approval from the top. And to be honest with you, our management members, our group MD, CEO, Mr. Edward Abambiri Bauer, has been very, very supportive. And he's been with us for just some few months. And interestingly, he has bet us a momentous trophy. And this shows that we are going to grow as a company. And it's a good omen, a good sign that God has a great future. And as the leading OMC in the country, we know that this is a good footing for greater success.
Team Goyle also impressed on the track, with Daytris finishing second in the women's 100 meters with 15.31 seconds. But across the stadium, other disciplines were in full swing. Swimming belonged to the National Petroleum Authority, chess to Apex Bank, Scrabble to the Luckiest, table tennis to NPA, and lawn tennis to Macaulay's daughters, Naashika and Naanyemi, who dazzled with dominance. The CEO's penalty shootout, closely watched by Mr. Debrah, ended in triumphant for Mr. Educhum of the Luckiest, with Aram Edum of Aldrich Care Solutions and Apia Kubi Yeboah of Yak Deco taking second and third. Mr. Educhum attributed the success to his coach.
I want to say thank you so much. The fans, you were amazing. I prepared so well with my coach, Mr. Goodluck, as you see him. We know we came here to win, and we did just that. Whatever he taught me, I put it to practice, and it won us. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Sprinter Vicentia of Safoda Ventures once again stamped the authority in the women's 100 meters final, clocking 14.82 seconds before leading a side to another penalty shootout win. But the story of the day belonged to PWAC Natural Health. Led by Dr. Prince Nelson Mototi, they stormed to gold in the men's 100 meters final as Asamoah clocked 11.45 seconds. The team then swept the men's and the women's lime and spoon races before sailing their triumphant in the unisex sack race. 4 gold medals, enough to crown them overall champions of the 2025 Joy Sports Invitational Tournament. Apex Bank earned the Team Spirit Award for their infectious energy, gold in chess and women's table tennis events.
I'm so excited I had the win this year again. Compared to last year, the competition has actually been a really tough one, but then seeing the results that I pulled through it, I'm very, very much prepared for the one that is supposed to be coming next year. And I'm very glad I won the competition for 2025 Joy Sports Invitational Tournament.
Meanwhile, NPA added glory in the tug of peace and men's table tennis and swimming.
This year was very, very challenging. This year was very, very challenging because we have national players in it, and I was able to win.
It's just been motivation throughout. Our coach has been supportive. Our director of HR and admin, everybody has been supportive, you know. So at this point in time, all we just want to do is to relax, celebrate our win, and then take it on from the next competition.
Debutants, the luckiest 712 Ash, also shone, clinching gold in E-Games, Scrabble, and the CEO shootout. Elsewhere, Including Industries announced their debut with gold in men's arm wrestling, while Yak Deco took the women's crown. ECG Accra East Region, Adansi Travels, Labadi Beach Hotel, Youth Employment Agency, and DHL all walked away with silver medals across different events. At sunset, medals had been counted, the trophies lifted, and memories made. But in the end, one name stood tallest. PWAC Natural Health crowned champions of the 2025 Joy Sports Invitational Tournament. The Joy Sports Invitational Tournament once again lived up to its billing as Ghana's biggest corporate sports festival. And this year, PWAC Natural Health wrote their name in gold letters. For Joy Sports, my name is Joseph Ayinga Walter.
Now, police ladies were faced with a troubling start to life in the WAFU B Women's Champions League qualifiers, losing their opening game. My colleague Lawrence Bedu watched the match and has all the details.
Big challenge for Ghanaian champions, police ladies, as they suffered defeat in their opening game at the Women's WAFU B Champions League qualifiers. 2 early goals from the Nigerian side meant that it was always going to be a difficult game for the Ghanaians, but then there was a bit of hope for them as Mary Belko scored in the second half. However, that goal was not enough for the team to secure that point from the game against Nigeria's Bayelsa Queens. For Izzy Vasigi, this defeat comes as a tough one for the team as they now have to go to the drawing board and work out how they can get better.
We lost to a good team, or a good side, so at least this has been like more or less like a final game, because a match between Nigeria and Ghana is always a final match, irrespective of where we are starting from. So at least for what we have picked, we'll go to the drawing board and then we discuss it, and from there we continue to make amends.
For Bayelsa Queens, it's a good start, a good momentum for the team as they seek progression into the semi-final and possibly a final appearance.
A game of this magnitude, the first match in a very new competition is a tedious match. And looking at the history of when we talk about Ghana, Nigeria for any tournament, the fighting calls will call before the game, during the game, and after the game. So like what we discussed yesterday during the conference, I said, as the time we separate the ladies from the women, because the Ghana side for the game we played today, it was a tough encounter. But we knew we want to qualify from that group. We have to put an effort to get our 3 points. So the first match in any encounters goes a long way.
For police ladies, they had their tactics wrong. They had results not going their way. But they will be hoping to turn things around. They will be hoping to get better. They have 2 more games to go against ASCO and then Sam Nelly. Hopefully, those 6 points will come in handy for them as they seek progression into the semi-final stage of this competition. They are hoping to replicate the successes of Hazakes ladies and Pemdakwa ladies as far as this competition is concerned. From the Charles Barney Connie Stadium, Lawrence Bedu for Joy Sports.
That's all for Prime Sports with me, Daniel Kranting. Thanks for your time.